With me now is a New York guy, John Catsimatidis. Okay, let me see if I understand this. If I hightail down to Florida and buy a mansion down there, leaving me home a mansion in New York City worth $5 million, that mansion that stays in New York, that's going to be taxed. Is that right?
That sounds pretty right, because if you make Florida your home, they're saying, we don't want you to have a legal home in Florida and then we get nothing. And I think that's what they're trying to create. You know, but there's two things in our city. 2% of the people, we said that before, pay 48% of the taxes in New York City, New York State. And if those people reach the oh crap level or whatever, that's what the president says, oh crap, so I can say that. What happens? They're going to keep the exodus will keep going on. And we don't want the exodus to go on.
Wait a second. Mamdani says that this threat of rich people leaving, that is imagined. That's his word. He's basically saying they're not going to leave.
Well, you want to know something? Maybe the billionaires won't leave, but the rich people will leave. That is the difference. The middle class that makes more than $500,000 a year, and there's a lot of them.
Yep.
If the exodus continues, you know who gets penalized? New York City, New York State has 500,000 employees. If they leave, guess what? The 500,000 employees will have a problem. They'll start laying them off, and that's who gets penalized. And the pensions will have a problem. And we want New York. There's two things that are not negotiable. The quality of life in New York, and we want to be safe. We want to walk around safe. And we don't want to be, any particular class should not be targeted. Why are you targeting it? I mean, that's why the pilgrims came to America.
But they got the money. The rich are the class that's got the money, and the rest, these socialists want it. They're going to take it.
Well, guess what?
I think it's wrong.
They might end up blowing up. And that's what the problem is.
One can but hope. Now, Mamdani, he made I guess it was a surprising admission about the cost of what he sells in city-owned grocery stores. Watch this.
When it comes to the products that we will be selling at these city-run grocery stores, there will be an essential basket of goods that will be guaranteed at a cheaper price. And please. Cheaper than what they're being sold at currently. I can't give you an exact example of the cost of a cucumber in our essentials basket, but what I can tell you is that when New Yorkers come to city-run grocery stores, they will see a clear price differential when it comes to those essentials.
Okay. You run a successful grocery chain, Gristedes. Can he sell a basket of basic items at a lower price than you or anybody else?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, because they said that they're not going to charge any rent, and they're not going to charge. If you don't charge me any rent right now, I'll reduce prices 20% tomorrow morning.
You could do that?
Absolutely.
So he can, in fact. So he can sell.
Don't forget,
cheap.
we're paying the highest rent in the world. We're paying you're paying real estate taxes, the highest in the world, and then we're paying a tax on tax. We're paying commercial rent tax on top of the real estate tax. In other words, we're taxing the tax. I mean, and then we have congestion tax. I mean, you know, it gets harder and harder to do business. We want to have lower prices. If we don't pay any rent, 20% tomorrow morning.
Okay. One last one for you. Secretary Bessent, he says he's looking towards gas prices this summer. He said you'll be in the $3 range sometime between June and September. You're an oil man. You give me a prediction, please, of the price of regular gas on July the 4th.
Oh, July the 4th. Was that 60 days away? What do you mean? I would say it'd be once the war is over. If we succeed in 2 weeks, or what do we have left? 7 days, 8 days. If we succeed on peace with Iran, last time I was here, it went down $20 a barrel that morning. It'll go down another $20 a barrel, and I would say it'll be below $3.
The moment we get a peace deal with Iran, the price of oil goes down $20 a barrel, and therefore the price of gasoline will go down significantly.
Significantly the next day.
We like that, John. We like that a lot. You can come back anytime you like, all right?
As long as it goes down.
Yeah, as long as it goes down. That's right. Okay, here we go.